Hello everybody and welcome back to Voxel Tycoon. As always, I am Dor, and today we're going to go ahead and set up a little manufactory type thing down here. But in between episodes, I noticed that the buildings over here don't really matter. I think one is all you need. If you put more than one down, I don't know if it actually does anything. From what I can see, it doesn't seem to do anything, because either I'm not supplying enough material in here to speed it up, or it's set to a limited thing, right? It says 135 days. I don't think you can speed that up. I think it takes 135 days regardless, as long as you're supplying the items that it needs. So we're going to go ahead and remove most of these buildings. We don't need them. It gives us our money back at least, so that way we're not, I guess, just not having these things down. I don't know if there's a maintenance cost to these, but this at least gives us a bunch of money back, so there's no harm in doing this, I guess. All right, and with the buildings gone, we're going to go ahead and set the filter on the little shed to be iron ingots, and then we're going to go ahead and set the metal fabrication research in motion, because we need the little nuts here and then the little sheets there for the next tier of stuff we can make. So with the research set, we have to wait 135 days for it to process all the way through, so that should take a little minute here. But while that's processing, we're going to go over here to the lumber mill, and we're going to go ahead and have a train running away from here, loading up on logs, right? And then it's going to bring it over here, and then that's going to unload and then break it down into the material that we need to be delivering, and also handing out the lumber that the other places need, the logs itself. So we're going to have it splitting and delivering like that. So let's go ahead and set this in motion. And we also have a tier 2 of this thing. I didn't realize we unlocked tier 2s of the train stuff, but I thought we didn't have that yet. But we're going to use the tier 2 stuff for this as well. So we'll try and keep it in range of the 3 log things we have down right now. I don't care about this stuff, the little sawmills. Those are going to be broken down in a minute. And we'll also go ahead and change the length on it, right? We'll make it... Does it give me a number how long this is getting or no? 260, 312. Okay, yeah, it does. So let's make it a 400-foot lumber thing. And with that being... Oh, you know what? Hold on. Is this increasing the radius of this thing as well? It is? Look at that, because it's getting bigger and bigger. Okay, cool. I didn't realize that would be a thing, but okay, so we'll make it 394, 411. We'll make it 411. We'll drag it back up here a little bit so it's on that line just about. And I think we'll leave it going back and forth on the same track. We won't make it loop around and connect in. So that right there is going to be the initial bit. And then we'll go ahead and flatten out the area going toward the area we need to go, so that we are not going up and down on a hill. Is it saving? It's saving right now. That's what's going on. So we can go ahead and do that with this guy. And we'll just do a nice little 1 by 3 little area. We'll have it come out like right here. That should work. Let me just go from it instead of that area. So like this. And we should have enough money to go ahead and do this. I think I just did a 4x1 area there. Didn't want to do that. And I think we might be... There we go. We are level. Okay. Is that all good? That's all good. It is a little wider there, but no big deal. So we can go ahead and run the track now. And we're going to go to that spot, I think. And no, we can go a little further, I believe. A little further than that, and we should be able to make that turn. There we go. So that should work. Drag it on over here, and for right now, we can go ahead and leave it there. So we're making that turn going down this way. So then we're going to have this terminating into another station. And for right now, I think we'll have this one station kind of be in the center, so that we can have all of the other stuff, or I guess the other stuff being the iron right now. There's really nothing else coming down this line, meeting up here. And then we'll go ahead and make this, we're going to leave it a 411, but we're going to make it a double wide. There we go. Double wide, and we'll plop it here so it's getting all of the area there. So actually, let me rearrange my camera so I can actually line this up. It should be on that line, and that should be good. And our tracks should line up. If I did that right. Yeah, there we go. So the lumber is going to be meeting up into this thing, and we need our garages now going in the radius of this thing. So let's go ahead and place a couple of those down. So as long as the factory thing or the freight station thing is lighting up, we are good to go. So we'll place this guy over in the corner here, like so. And I don't want to put it all the way against the wall there. I want to leave a little space so that we're able to go ahead and run the the sawmill things coming out of this area. So we need the other thing, the conveyor screen. This guy, and then we should be able to get this one there. And then I think the sawmills are small enough we can cram a bunch of these in here. So we might not be able to squeeze it there, but we can probably do 2 or 3 of them here. Okay, so we'll try that, and let's go ahead and plop a couple sawmills on here. Nope, I need to go to that screen. There we go. Sawmills, please. And we'll have them facing that way, I suppose. That should work, right? Yeah, it's connecting in. Cool. So we'll have 3 of them running out of this. What do I have set right now making any of these things? We have 2 making planks, 3 making the beams. So this should work. We'll have 3 making each. So with this little layout here, we can kind of just clone it over and over again as we need more and more planks and beams. So for right now, we'll leave that be. And that should go ahead and run our lines. And then I believe we can go ahead and set up some other wooden things. But for right now, we don't have the research done, right? That's what we're researching currently. We have the carpentry thing, but we can't make anything in that because we need the metal parts and stuff that's being researched right now. The crusher, I think we can't use right now because, yeah, we can make that stuff and then stone bricks, but we don't have anything in the towns that require that stuff. So for right now, we're not going to set that up. So for right now, we're going to go ahead and leave a big gap here so that we can add in the other stuff when we get back to it. And then for right now, we'll go ahead and add in one of these guys. We'll add it in like here, I guess, 3 big squares away, and we'll plop that there. And then we'll make this guy the iron, right? And then we'll set up this guy here. So actually, we need 2 of those things. So we need that, and we need a coal one as well. Oh, you know what? I'm placing down the tiny warehouses. Is there a difference between the big and small warehouse? Is it just more capacity? It's just more capacity. Okay, never mind. We'll leave the little ones around. I thought I was placing down tier 1 warehouses for a second there, so good thing I wasn't. So we'll go ahead and plop this guy here. We need coal and iron going in, so we'll plop the other one. What did I do here? We did a 2 space gap, so we'll plop that guy there. We'll make this guy coal. So we got iron and coal here. And then we need a couple of the factory things down. And we will place them so... well, it doesn't really matter, does it? Let's place them like this. And hopefully we can go ahead and deliver the stuff we need to deliver to these guys. Actually, let's space it a little bit. So that... yeah, let's place them there. So that we can have the conveyor stuff going to where it needs to go, hopefully. And we can have this guy... let's see, we'll have this guy come out the back there. And then we'll actually move this guy back 1. So that it's connected into this guy. Was it here or was it here? I think it was there. I can't remember now. We'll go ahead and drag this guy down. Connect it in, flip the conveyor so that we have iron going in. Flip the conveyor again. So we have iron coming in the backside there. We'll have coal coming in here. And I don't know how many of these we can actually squeeze in like this. This might be a little janky. Okay, well, that took a second here, but I think I got it down. So if we go ahead and add in the connectors now, we should have the iron ingot line done again. So we'll do that, and then we can just go ahead and connect these guys in. Like so, and that should be fine. Let me go ahead and fix the conveyors here so that we don't have anything causing issues. And then we can go ahead and have that set to that. And so we can go ahead and have the conveyors going up and down. I didn't realize you can raise and lower these guys, so we went ahead and crammed them in like this. And I'm a little worried about these little sections here, but it let me place them down, so I don't know. I guess we'll see when we run the line if it's going to actually feed those or not. Okay, so with that line done, right, that's pretty much all of the manufacturing that we can do today. So we're going to go ahead and put down some freight stations. We're going to be rocking tier 2 freight stations and hopefully set these up in a way that allows them to kind of flow instead of getting stuck over and over again. So we will go ahead and place down... we'll do 2 of them for right now, and hopefully we can actually keep up with it. So let me get it right on the edge of the zone here. So we'll place this one here, and we need another one. We'll place this one on this side as well, right? We'll place down 2. I was holding shift and it still closed the window. We'll place the other one here. I'm trying to keep them all in line so that hopefully we can do this in one go here. So there's that and that. I wasn't paying attention. These guys are connected, right? Yes, they are. Cool. So with the roads, we're going to go ahead and go up and loop around, right? So that they're connected in. And then that'll be that guy. These guys will do the same thing, except they're going left. So they're going to terminate into that guy. And then we'll have multiple roads going down into this area. So we can't do this right now because this building's here, but we will have that connected in. And then we'll have one road coming back out. And the road's going in. Can't build here. Is it too much? No, I just can't build there. Can't build there either. I'm going to go ahead and actually remove this road. And we're just going to flatten out this area so that we're dealing with the same level instead of going up and down the little road there. So let me fix that. There will be a little bit of an uphill thing connecting into the main road there. Let's get rid of whatever is causing issues here, at least. So that should be that. And then can we connect the road in now? Yeah, we can. Okay, cool. So this guy is going to be an issue because... Oh, well, actually, no. It's fine now. This guy should connect in. Yep. And this guy is still not going to connect in because we have that guy there. Okay, so we can't fix that until we swap this line over to be active. And then we will pop this guy in the middle. And let me go ahead and fix that land here. Actually, I need a little bit of road down so I can see where the center's at. So that should be this guy here. Actually, I guess we can't do a center because there's an uneven number on each side. So we'll just do that for right now. And then we'll use that road as a sign of where the center kind of is. There we go. We'll do that and take the road over to this guy. There we go. So with those guys done, we'll leave that be for right now, right? And then let's go ahead and set the train line up. So we need to run another track, which is going to be coming from up here now. We also need to run one from the coal line over here too. So can I actually change this to a 3-tier thingamabobber? No, I can't. I have to remove it and then place it back. So let's do that. That should work. I don't think that's where we just had it. Let's scooch it back a little bit. I think we can have it there. Everything's in range, so it should be fine. And then connect this guy back in. We'll have one over here going to there. This doesn't need to be a 3-tier. It just needs to be a 1-tier. There we go. 427 feet. No, I want to shorten that a little bit. There we go. And then this guy will be the last line over here. So we'll drag a track down. Might be a bit overkill for the distance that it's going, but it should be just fine. Right? And then that gets all of that in range so that that train could just be bouncing back and forth. And then the iron train will, let's see, I guess it can come down here, and then since all this road and stuff is going to be yanked out, we can just have it coming down and making a turn and then crossing over this line at some point. So we'll make the station over here, right? So it's still connected in. I'm going to flatten out this area a little bit so that we can just have it on the ground instead of floating like that. That's better. And then we can drag it back a little bit so that when we add in more mines in the future here, we can have them connected into the station instead of not being connected in. So that should work. And we'll have it coming here. So let's go with this track over to about there and then turn and then there. That should be fine. Can't build over the road. So that should be that. And we'll stop there. And we got to flatten out the area again just so we don't have a change in track height. Is that fine? We'll do one on this side as well. And then we'll take that all the way down over to this guy here. That's fine. I guess we could change the entrance of this track instead of having to go in the first one. We can have it go in the middle one so that the track over here doesn't have to cross over, I suppose. But then we have to flatten out more area going back that way if we want to do that, I think. We'll do a two wide area going all the way back, and then we'll rearrange the track here. And hopefully we can make that turn to go into the middle track. So we'll drag this guy back over to the corner here. So that should be that. If I could disable the track thing. There we go. And we just got to go ahead and delete a little bit of this. And hopefully we can make that turn going into this guy. Yeah, we eat into the corner bit a little bit there, but that's fine. And then same thing here. We're going to have to remove a little bit more track. And we're going to have to make this thing turn. So we'll do there, I think. Should be fine. And we need to back it up a little bit because it's too far in to make that turn. Now we should be able to go ahead and connect in to that corner. Let's go there and then over. Yeah, there we go. So I think that's about all I need to do, right? And then I can go ahead and remove that track or the road there to connect that track. But first we're going to go ahead and connect this area in, right? So that it can actually give us trains to our entire line here. So we need to flatten out more area here. Shouldn't be too bad. There we go. That should be more than enough land taken out there. We need this thing to connect into this track here. If we're able to, there we go. Cool. Get rid of that little bit. And then we need it to go ahead and connect in one more time here. Hopefully down the track a little further than the depot. There we go again. Cool. So that's going to connect in. That's going to run down here. We can have this guy do a little switch over to this track if we need it to. And then over here we can have it connect back in so that the train can go there as well from the depot. And then I think we need to go ahead and add in some signals just so it doesn't crash itself. And I think it's this guy here. Yeah. Let me take a look at these guys because I haven't messed with these guys yet. Okay, so actually, I don't know if we have to actually put down any of the signals because they're all only one way. So I don't know if this is actually going to work. I don't want to have to lay down the track to do a big loop just to deliver and keep them going like the circle. So we'll try and not have any signals down, hoping that doesn't come back to bite me. So we'll give that a whirl because we're only going to have one train on each track anyways. The only time they're going to interact with each other is when we send them out initially to get on their tracks. And once they're on their tracks, they're never going to come back. So they should be fine, I think. If not, it's going to be a really costly issue that we're about to put in motion here. But another thing, before we actually get those things out of there, is we actually need to move this train. Because we're not going to have the log things over here, or the beams and stuff over here anymore, because they're going to be being produced over here. So we actually need to go ahead and have this guy be a 4-track area, not a 3-track. So that's costing us some money there. Let's get it going into the multi-track thing. There we go. And that should be that. Cool. And then we'll have that final track being the whatchamacallit, going into the other town that we have over there. So that should be good. And then we need to run that track all the way back, connect into the one that's already there. Yeah, we'll not level out the area anymore. We'll just do this, right? This will just be able to run down this area instead of having to clear out more land. It's getting a little pricey. All right, and with that line connected, we also need to go ahead and add in one of these guys so that the train can get onto that track. And I think that's all the crossovers that we need for right now. We'll have to remove all this stuff in a minute. But we also need to drag some of the beams back into this area, or at least the radius of this area, because we don't currently have them in the radius. So for right now, can we squeeze a conveyor down this little stretch of stuff right here? No, we can't. Okay, well, we will... Can we do it over here? No. Dang it. We will go ahead and see if we can do this, right? We can raise this to where it's not in range anymore. Leave that there. Raise it again. Raise it one more time. So we're going up 2. Oh, you know what? It would help if I was pressing the right button to raise it and not lower it again. There we go. So we can stretch it across like that. We have it up on little stilts, and then we can have this thing coming out into it, hopefully. There we go. And that's the beam one, right? Yes. Flip this guy. So there we go. And then we can have another little shed on this side of the thing within range of this guy. And we can just do that. No big deal. Connect that guy into that. And that should allow us to deliver the beams back to the town that's over there on the side there. So that's that squared away. We do have stone on that train as well, though. So we might actually have to set up a little thing down here just to go ahead and grab the stone from it, right? This will be a temporary thing that will be removed once we get the stone stuff set up to be making the bricks and stuff when our towns or whatever towns we unlock that allow us to go ahead and deliver those to it. So we'll do that right now, and we can just connect that into this place here, and then the road can go this way because then it's gonna loop around like that, and that should be all squared away, I hope. So I have to set a bunch of filters again. That should be fine though. And then we need to go ahead and set these trains out. So let's get the one on the outskirt needs to be set up first so that we don't run the risk of having the trains cross paths and crash into each other. So we'll pause it there. Remove the road so that we can connect into it. There we go. And we only have 190,000 right now. So that's gonna cause some issues, I think. So for right now, I guess we have to take out a loan, right? We don't have the money to go ahead and do anything, so we can take out 1.5 million. I'm gonna pause it so we don't eat into that any. Take out the full 1.5. And let's see, we need iron coming down the line here, so we'll set the cheaper train on it because I don't think the 43 mile an hour going the distance that it's going is really gonna make a difference. It's only, what is that, 6 mile an hour faster than the cheaper one. So we'll set that guy, and then we'll set a couple of the open cars here. These ones hold 8, these ones hold 5, so we'll set the ones with 8, and we'll do, let's do 4 cars. Hopefully that's going to be enough to maintain this area. We can add on more if we need to. We just have to be cautious of how we get them back to the depot, but that should be fine. 230,000 for that. And we need to go ahead and set this line up now. So we are grabbing from here. Oops. Grabbing from here, loading only, and then unloading in this one. And do I need to go ahead and set a waypoint just for the sake of being safe about it and not having this thing be weird? I might want to go ahead and do that so we can actually keep it in line. So let's do that. We're going to plop a waypoint on each one of these if we're able to. Can't squeeze one in there. Can't squeeze one in there. Can we put them over here? No. So we'll actually do that one there, and then we'll squeeze this one in somewhere where we can. There we go. So that should be fine. And so let's see. We're going there, back to here, and you should cross over this guy. Waypoint 5. Waypoint 5, yep. Save that, and that should be fine. Set the train out and see how this pans out here. Hopefully it goes to where it needs to go. It's not leaving the station. That's not a good sign. Okay, there we go. It finally went. I'm guessing we do need a signal then because it wouldn't leave until this guy was loaded and going the other way. So we'll go ahead and plop a couple of these guys down. I don't know if it matters. I'm hoping it does. So we'll do that there. We'll do another one here. Man, I don't know how the signals work in this game. So we'll leave that one alone. Actually, we'll just put one there and see if the next train out causes issues. So we'll leave that guy there. We'll set the coal train up next. So same thing here. We'll do that same train. We'll do the same carts, and we'll do, I think we'll do 4 of these guys as well. You know what? I didn't set the filter on that other train, so that's going to cause issues, I think. Let me set the filters and set these guys out. That should be good and all. Let's get that. Ooh, you know what? I didn't set him on a line. Genius. Let's go ahead and have him go there, load, and you're then going to cross this guy, waypoint, and unload here. If I could click on the right thing. There we go. Unload. That's all you're doing. Let me actually save you as a thing, so if we need to reset a train, we don't have to redo the line again. That should be good. So we can click on this guy and fix his stuff, if I remember how I did that last time. Okay, all good. That should be that. This guy is going to where he needs to go, and he's in the area where he should be. So this guy should be leaving the station, and it is not leaving the station. Leave the station, buddy. You can do it. Weird. Okay, so apparently I have to click on that, which is ignore closed signal, or closest signal. I'm not sure about that. Let's see. So that's the stone train and the iron train. So now we need to set a wooden train in motion. Grabbing just logs is all it's doing. So same thing again. Same train. This guy holds 8, and that's the best thing we have currently. So why not? Let's do that. Set this guy another duplicate and another set of duplicates. So 32 logs coming down the line. Is that going to be enough to maintain our production? We'll try that. We probably need more on there, but that'll be fine for right now. And then we need this guy loading up. Passing by this guy. And dropping off into the depot. And that should be that line done as well. Set this in motion. Tell it to ignore the signal. No, you should be fine. Keep going. Keep going, Mr. Train. There we go. So that should be cool. Everybody's fine. Anybody crash yet? We seem fine. Everything's cool. And yeah, we seem to be fine. Okay, so now we need this guy to swap over into that train area. Okay, so now that the trains are running, we need to go ahead and swap all of our lines over to these areas before we start going really bad into the money. So I don't think we need any more money, so I can go ahead and drop all this back into the bank. And we should be fine, but I'm going to go ahead and swap all of the lines over into the new little area that we just set up. And hopefully that runs a little bit better so that we don't have such a traffic jam. We're going to clean all this stuff up and all that, but I think I'm going to do that in between episodes. So for right now, that's going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.